What hobbies are you gonna start in 2024? So in this video, I'm gonna talk about 24 hobbies that you can try out this year. What even is a hobby? It's an activity that's done regularly in one's leisure time for pleasure, okay? I will also add that as a millennial who grew up in the boss babe, girl boss, like Instagram era, have a side hustle, you actually don't have to monetize every single one of your hobbies. You could do something that you just enjoy for the sake of doing it. I have divided these into categories. The first category is going to be creative hobbies. Number one, crocheting. I started this hobby last year and I absolutely love it. I have a video on like beginner crochet projects that I did, and I think that this is so much fun because you can truly create so much and all you need is yarn and a hook. Second is cross stitching / embroidery. So I actually got a starter embroidery kit from the holidays because I knew that I want to make 2024 kind of a creative hobby year for myself. And so I asked for this because I wanted to try something new. I haven't started it yet, but I'm just really excited to try this out because you could create some really pretty designs within embroidery. Number three, scrapbooking. So I personally, like my mom used to scrapbook, like she's a scrapbook for like when we were kids and kind of like our first year as babies. And so she used to have all the supplies, like the little corners that you can like pinch, and then all the tape and the different colors of paper. I never really got into scrapbooking, but they also actually have like online scrapbooks now where you can kind of play around with just photos and make a digital scrapbook. So number four is baking. So I am not a baker. I truly maybe have made like box cupcakes once in my life. That was like my grandma's the baker and my sister is the cook. I don't know, I think it would be a lot of fun to just kind of have a brownie night or a cupcake night or try to make a cake, you know, just try something new, right? And I mean, a hobby is technically something you do over and over again. So if you enjoy being in the kitchen, this could be a really fun hobby. Number five, reading. So this is a hobby that I do. I read every single day. I use my Kindle Unlimited and I read absolutely anything and everything that's on there. Number six, puzzling. I started doing this last year. I absolutely love puzzles. I used to only do puzzles around the holidays because like there was time off, you could kind of do it. It was a family thing. Last year, I started doing puzzles like all year, mainly like summer, like the last half of the year. And it's so much fun. We do have a kitten now and she is not helpful when it comes to puzzles because she like literally will grab a piece and run, like bolt. And it's like, we might not actually have all the pieces because she's just a little troublemaker. Because if you've noticed, a lot of these things can be done solo because I'm an introvert. And so the hobbies that I've been doing or that I've been wanting to implement are by myself. And we'll get to others that involve a community or involve other people if that's kind of your thing. But meet kitten that steals puzzle pieces. Number seven, paint by numbers. So I actually have a paint by number that I started and then I didn't like it because it was gonna take forever and I just didn't get the hang of it. I also got like, I just saw it on a website and I was like, it was like an ad and I just jumped and bought it. And they folded the canvas like really small and all of the creases stayed in the canvas. So like, even if I painted it and make it beautiful, it's all creased and crinkled with how it arrived. So I didn't really like that one, but I do think that if I got a smaller one, it would be fun to do something that might not take as long as the one that I got because I have attention span issues. Number eight, writing. The next set of hobbies that you can start, this is under the category of classes. So these are things that you can go out and do. So the first one is ice skating. And I got this one from, there's someone on TikTok, a girl on TikTok who took her first ice skating lesson in her like early mid 20s. And she's kind of been documenting her journey there. I think that as a society, we are, especially like young adults, we don't like trying new things. And I feel like we're slowly getting over that stigma of like, you know what, I can go out and I can be an ice skater for the first time and just join an introductory class. And that's kind of what I want you to think about some of these is that we can be new. We can go try new things. The next one is rock climbing. The next one is painting. And I picture this, you can either take like an actual class to learn how to paint, or you can also do those like paint and sip nights where you kind of just go and there's an artist who, I've done one of these, who she'll walk you through how to do the piece of artwork. It was a lot of fun. My flower did not really turn out because I'm no artist. I went with my sister and my mom and a couple other people and it was a lot of fun. Next is pottery, and I'm going to do this as like a local place who does pottery classes. It's like a 4-week thing and it's just gonna be so much fun to just make something that you can like use later on. I'll probably be really bad at it, but who cares? We'll at least give it a shot. Number 5 is yoga. It gets you out of the house, you can join a class, you can meet new people, and you also can get fit and centered and grounded, which are great things to have in 2024. Number 6 is a musical instrument of your choice. I personally, as a child, see if there's any introductory classes or anything on ClassPass or Groupon where you can just do an introductory something. Number 7 is photography. So there are a bunch of photography classes, or you can even look up like how to take photos on your phone and just learn how to take better photos all around. My dog is eating and drinking, and that's gonna be the background of this, isn't it? And number 8, archery. This one's kind of fun. I actually haven't looked if I have any archery groups, classes around here that you could try out, but I think that would be a really cool thing to just at least try once in your life, and then if you like it, keep doing it. Last set of hobbies that I have are related to fitness. Now, I know, you're like, Marissa, I don't wanna be fit, okay? My hobbies don't involve fitness. These things are manageable, and you might actually enjoy doing them, which is what a hobby is. They have to be something that brings you pleasure and enjoyment that you will do in your leisure time. So if you were like, fitness, not my thing, that's okay. Don't have to have a fitness hobby. You can just have whatever hobbies you want to have. Number 1, jump rope. I feel like recently I've seen a handful of TikToks about people who jump rope journey, and like at the beginning they sucked at it, which as beginners, we're allowed to be bad as beginners. And then like they're like 3 years later, they're like doing all these cool tricks and like it's really cool. I think I want to try jump rope, but I have and ankles, so we'll see. Thank you, dance. Next one is walking. You can have a walking hobby. You can get outside, go around your street. Number 3, running. My entire life I've been like, running looks like the worst hobby on the planet. Like people who like, you just see them like running down the streets being like, why do you do that? Why do you choose to spend your time with that? People enjoy it. And weirdly enough, I have been like gravitating towards running. Seems kind of cathartic. Even though like my hips and my knees and my ankles would probably scream at me, don't even get me started on my lungs. I don't know, it's been intriguing me. I've been following people, I've been looking into like running form. I haven't actually, this is all like curled up on my bed watching all of this. Yeah, you might catch me running in 2024, which would be crazy. What? Number 4 is swimming. Swimming seems like the most zen time of my life. If you can't swim, maybe not, but if you can swim, just like doing lengths in a pool seem like a great exercise, but also really fun. I would just have to look into it. In the summer, I could always like use the lake, but it's glacial next to my house. Definitely interested in swimming. And it's a really good workout because it doesn't hurt your joints, okay? My hips, my knees, and my ankles won't be screaming at me, at least not in the way that they would with running and other exercise. Number 5, dancing. This hobby can seriously be dancing around your living room. Put on like a dance workout if you want, or you can actually go to a studio. There's like pole dancing, heels dance, and there's probably just like adult dance classes that you could take, because why the frick not? Shake your booty, okay? Or you can get into like lyrical ballet. There was one woman that I actually saw on my For You page not even 2 weeks ago who started her ballet journey. I want to say 34, 36. That's when she started, and she's still doing it, okay? We have to stop being afraid of starting our hobby or our journey or our interests later on in life. You can start at any point if something interests you. Next is hiking. So if you like walking, or maybe you want a bit more of a challenge and you like going up mountains and seeing beautiful views, hiking might be the hobby for you. I live in British Columbia, Canada. We have a lot of trees, we have a lot of mountains, we have a lot of hikes. I am a walker. Okay? I like short hikes, okay? It's gotta be like an hour to the top max. Number 7 is cycling. This one will not be for me. Strapping me to anything and telling me to like roll down a hill, not for me, okay? Same with skiing and snowboarding. That could be your hobby, except we have no snow this year in BC. But once again, not for me, because the idea of like strapping my feet to like 2 things of plastic and hurtling down a hill, no. I have skied before though. I have done it. It's just not a good time. Lastly is a sports team of some kind. And this could be a hobby in the sense of like joining like a weekly beer league. You can do baseball, soccer, whatever, drop in basketball if that's your thing. Or these last like 16 I talked about, the classes and the fitness ones are all about community, because I do think an element of 2024 is connecting with others. And so if you have an interest or a hobby that you want to try to get into, this is your time to try it out. And like even like with crocheting, like, yes, it's a singular hobby that I can do here, but I've actually looked into crochet groups where like we can meet up and like just crochet together, right? I feel like there's this like vibe of just really wanting to connect to others. Hobbies are a great way to do that. You have a baseline interest to meet new people And I think that's really exciting. And I believe that starting hobbies is fun and exciting, and it's something new that you haven't done before. And it can really just help you get outside of your comfort zone. You can learn something new, and you can also meet new people depending on if your hobby takes you out of the house. Comment down below what hobbies you want to try in 2024, if you currently have some hobbies, or maybe you want to try some that are on this list. I would love to know. So that is everything that I have for you in this video. If you enjoyed this video, please hit like. If you can subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!